It's been almost 6 years since Modern Warfare 2 was released on the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC, yet it still continues to live up to my expectations of what a first-person shooter can be, and in a lot of ways it beats a lot of current first-person shooters out there. So what is it about Modern Warfare 2 that makes it such a special game to me and a lot of other gamers out there? Starting with why it's so special to me, Modern Warfare 2 was my first-person shooter that I ever played. My first kind of shooter-type game was Star Wars Battlefront 2, which makes me so excited for the new Star Wars Battlefront game to come out soon. But to me, it always holds that special place in my heart that it was my first-person shooter, and now that I go back and look at it, not only in a nostalgic way, but it still lives up to the way first-person shooters should still be done today. And in a lot of ways, like I said, it exceeds my expectations of what a first-person shooter should be. When I first started playing Modern Warfare 2, it was on my PlayStation 3 at home, and at that point I didn't even have an Ethernet connection to connect to online multiplayer features, which at the time I really didn't even know existed. So I just kept replaying the campaign and doing special ops for about 3 months until I discovered the magic of the internet. After I discovered multiplayer, I jumped into the first match, and of course, I got wrecked. I was shocked. I had played months of single player and months of spec ops. I should be good at this game, right? Well, I guess I wasn't so good compared to all the other players who've been playing COD since COD 1 and COD 2. Yet I still wanted to get better at the game, and I didn't let my first multiplayer defeat discourage me. I continued to play, and I continued to get better, until I ultimately switched over to the Xbox 360 to play with a lot of my friends, seeing that they had the other console. I didn't switch consoles because I really believed that one was superior over the other. The only reason I switched to the Xbox 360 was just because I had more friends who played it. I don't want to start a console war because now I belong to the hashtag PC Master Race, but nobody really cares about that anymore. After I had switched to the Xbox 360, I finally started to get good at multiplayer. It had taken me a couple months, and I don't exactly have all the time in the world to focus on a video game, but I finally started to get acquainted with how the game flows and how map design works. And once I started to get good at the game, other first-person shooter games decided to come out, and I started to play them too, and I noticed that I was getting progressively better at them, and this made me happy. Nowadays, when I go back and play Modern Warfare 2, as you're about to see, I absolutely wreck people. And I don't know what it is, if it's just the COD community wasn't as good or as it used to be, or if I've just acquainted a lot of good skills from playing Battlefield and CSGO that this game seems easier to me, but I mean, I just go back and play this now, and it's not even, like, really that much of a challenge to me. Unless, of course, I run into hackers, which you're going to run into occasionally once you get into a game that's approaching 6 years old. Overall, I still love this game, and I really love that I was introduced to this a couple of years ago. And I don't know where I would be if I hadn't have run into this game. I might not be recording this commentary right now. To completely understand why the game has become the legend that it is, we first have to look at a couple components, the first of which being sales. In the United States and in the United Kingdom, it sold 4.7 million copies within the first day, and of March 2010, it sold over 10 million copies worldwide. So, other than its massively growing popularity, the gameplay was excellent. Many people don't remember that COD 4 had a pretty basic system of customizations, and while Modern Warfare 2 played similar to COD 4, the level of customization in Modern Warfare 2 was unheard of for the time. Many people take for granted how insane customizing your kill streaks and having 7 attachments per gun to choose from was at the time. So, say you're a PC gamer and want to jump on Steam and download Modern Warfare 2, does it still make sense to do it? Well, yes, it still does if you really want to do it. As of today, I got on Steam and looked up the amount of players currently playing it, and I found around 1,500 players were still playing this game. Now, I didn't find a peak number, but that probably means that peak probably has around 2,000 people, so you can expect about 1,000 to 2,000 people to come on. It was just outside the top 100 games played on Steam, which for a game that's coming up on 6 years old is pretty insane. So, if you're confused by what you're seeing on screen right now, that is a GTX 980 Ti stock card, which, hint, hint, may or may not be in a review on my channel within the next month or two. No, no promises, people. I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe not, might not be happening. Hopefully, it does happen, so I can enjoy the power of the GTX 980 Ti. But I hope you did enjoy the video. This is a rehash of a series I did earlier called Storytime with Waterdog. If you like it, want me to continue it, like the video, leave a comment. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.